And she won the British lottery, actually the national lottery jackpot of $2.8 million. First of all, I'm amazed that at the age of 16, you're even allowed to play the lottery in the UK, but apparently she was allowed to, and she won a huge amount of money. Now, at the time, she was interviewed by the press, and she said the following: "I will not go wild and spend loads. I'm going to take some advice and see an accountant. Hopefully, I will make us all comfortable. I want to help my family, but I won't change. I just want a normal home, nothing posh. I just want a normal car as well."
Wrong again, Bob. She did none of those things, spent the living crap out of that money, and maybe that's why you shouldn't let 16-year-olds play the lottery.
Absolutely, but the same thing happens with adults, so that's a problem that you see over and over again with lottery winners. So she partied like crazy, and she had a dark past. She says that she was a victim of rape, and she had inner demons. And when she won that money, it didn't make her happy. It actually led to more problems. And so she got involved in a bunch of bad things, and she doesn't really elaborate on it. But it got to a point where she only had a couple thousand left in her bank account.
So, well, I mean, there's definitely drugs, right?
Yeah, she did drugs. She
yeah,
was very
so
clear about that.
You'll run through the money if you got a drug problem. There's no question about that.
In fact, let's look at the list of items that she purchased or activities she participated in. She had 2 breast implant surgeries. She attempted suicide 4 times, which is depressing, and she spent almost $400,000 on cocaine.
Jesus, man, what a terrible waste of money, man. You know how many YouTube shows I could start for $380,000? So, look, this lottery, I know everybody's like obsessed with it and it's their big hope, etc. But how many stories have we done where the lottery winner drives themselves crazy, loses all the money, and nearly commits suicide? Now, look, she's now apparently happy now that she's lost the money.
Yeah.
So it's a very ironic twist at the end. Fantastic.
So she won the lottery back in 2003. Yep. At this point, she has 3 kids, and she has a partner that she's in love with. And I say partner because I'm not sure if she's married to him or if they're just, cohabitating. But she says the following: I don't think of myself as a lottery winner. I try to forget the ups and downs I've been through and just feel like a normal person. It was too much money for someone so young. Even if you say your life won't change, it does, and often not for the better.
Yeah. It's hard to have the right influences. I'm sure when people smelled that money, they came rushing in, and they're like, "Oh, let's do this and let's do that," and they wanted to get a piece of the action. They're like, "Try this," and next thing you know, things spiral out of control.
Am I a bad person? Like, of course, if my immediate family, and that means my mom, my dad, my brother, if they come to me and say, "Hey, I need a little bit of help," I would obviously help them. Anyone else? Sorry. Like,
you think so?
Yeah,
no, it's sure.
I would.
It's easy to say.
No, you know why? Because really now all of a sudden everyone's coming out of the woodwork asking for money, asking for help, especially. And
you're gonna get an aunt that has a serious health issue.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no way.
Look, obviously you use human judgment, but you have to use human judgment. You have to understand that people are going to use you and take advantage of you, and you have to be smarter than that. And I know it's easier said than done, because saying no to someone who does have some sort of financial issue is a very difficult thing to do. But I don't like the idea of people basically neglecting me and not giving a crap about me and then coming around when they find out I have money.
But what if they had a really sound business opportunity for you? Like when the football players make it, I can't forget this one great story. There's a million of these for all the athletes and all the different ways that they got robbed. But they got some schmuck to invest $500,000 on couches that have lifeboats underneath them. So in case there's a flood in New Orleans again, the couch will float. You could blow up the lifeboat and then it'll float. $500,000. They sold 3 of them. It's so sad. I think I might rather blow $380,000 on cocaine.
The sad part is that they sold 3 of, that 3 people purchased those couches.
No, it was probably like their parents. How could you not get more than 3 people that you know to buy them?